it's not better because the microphone isn't even plugged in. Hold on, Taurus. Wait. Okay. Oh, see, but now, hold on. We'll get it. That's okay. Technical difficulties, but that'll give people time to get in. Hello. Hi, guys. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is what Spirit needs you to know right now. As always, there are the roosters. Greeting you all as we begin. There were no roosters before I started live streaming, you guys. Just saying. Oh, my dear Taurus, how are you, darling? Are you okay? I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. I'm gonna let people get in, people get notified. I'm gonna let people get notified as they come on in. But this is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, maybe even Venus. I'm not going to really talk about astrology too much, but if you're familiar with me, then you know that I personally practice true sidereal astrology, and I often talk about that here on my channel, here on Divine Conversation. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Eric. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. I do practice astrology, and I practice true sidereal astrology. Now, when it comes to this session right here, none of that matters. If, for example, in traditional tropical astrology, you are a Taurus, like say for me, for example, I am a Taurus sun in tropical astrology. But in true sidereal astrology, I am an Aries, okay? So, and I really have aligned myself more with that Aries alignment for me, or that Aries side of myself, and that really works for me. But say you are a Taurus, you are in my position in true sidereal, you would be an Aries, but you resonate more with Taurus energy, okay? Then go with the Taurus energy. When it comes to this, what Spirit needs you to know energy, whatever sign it is you are looking for clarity, guidance, maybe even healing for, go with that sign. I don't care what type of astrology you practice, okay? You'll still receive the messages that you need. Even if you're a cross watcher, okay? Cool. So, Taurus, let's talk. Because, you know, as I was connecting with your energy, what I wanted to do, my goal was what I did with the Aries reading. I sat with Aries energy for a while, and I channeled a bunch of messages, and I wrote them all down, and I brought them to the session, and I was ready to go. Hi, Jason. Oh, the Netherlands, yes. Jason and Anastasia, hello, my loves. It's welcome in. It's good to see you. So, Taurus, that's what I wanted to do for you, but it didn't quite happen that way. Because I noticed that my time prior to when I had scheduled to do your reading, it was constantly being filled up with things to do. Whereas yesterday when I was doing the Aries reading, I was sitting there twiddling my thumbs for hours, right? So I decided to use that energy, or use that time to channel messages for Aries, and boop. But for you, it didn't happen. I was luxuriating. I was living my life. I was enjoying my experiences. I kept finding things that were taking my attention, that allowed me to focus my attention there. And it was all things that were helping to beautify my life, okay? So Taurus, that was leading me to understand. And then, well, no, and then I stopped for a second, and I was like, wait, why do I keep, oh, wow, this is interesting. I was like, why do I keep getting distracted, basically? I want to be sitting down channeling messages for Taurus, and yet I keep getting all these things to do. And I looked at you, and I was like, well, I guess there's nothing for me to say, because it just felt like I got an answer from you, actually. Your answer was, there are no channeled messages. And I looked at you, and you were sitting there just kind of like chilling, relaxing, munching on something. And you looked at me with this face like, nope. And I laughed and I was like, okay, Taurus, fine, no problem. And at that moment, I was like, okay, no, Q, you're luxuriating, you're living your life, you're having your best time, you're living your best life, you're feeling yourself. And then it even evolved into me feeling like you were really focusing on self-care and all that. And I was like, wow, okay, this is really good. Taurus is really luxuriating right now. And while most of this thought process was happening, Taurus, I was making breakfast. And then while I eat my breakfast, or while I'm eating a meal, I sit down with one of my favorite TV shows right now, which is Titans. I love this show. Oh my God, if you're into like superhero shit and you know of that show Titans, whoa. And if you don't know, check it out. Search for it. Titans. Anyway, I was having all of this thought process while I'm making my breakfast. And so then breakfast is made, I sit down with my TV show, I eat, boop-de-boop. And as I'm eating and watching my show, I'm thinking about doing your reading, Taurus, and I'm like, wow, no, I'm really excited to do Taurus's reading right now. Like this is really great energy for you, Taurus. I really like this. But then, the moment that the show ended, my meal ended, and now it was time for me to get up, put the dishes away or do whatever and get ready to do your reading, that's when everything changed. And that's when I started to get into the deeper side. I'm hearing the underbelly of what it is you're going through or what it is you're feeling right now. Because in many cases, in a lot of cases here, some of how it is you are acting right now, Taurus, is a complete facade, a complete front. And I take pause there because I feel like some of you feel attacked by me saying that to you right now. And what Spirit wants you to know is we're not trying to attack you. It might feel like it's attacking you right now, Taurus, because it's kind of true. And you're needing to admit it to yourself. This is very similar to something that I channeled for Aries too. And this is something also that I want to say. This is a sidebar. Hopefully we can get back to it. But you're going to have to face some sort of emotions here. Or Taurus, maybe it is that you are already facing these emotions or these situations, circumstances, and feelings because you're in some sort of self-care mode. But for some of you here, for some, yeah, sure, it's a healthy thing. But for some of you, I'm a little concerned because what I'm seeing, where I'm seeing you right now is, yes, you're huddled down, you're in your comfy clothes, you're in your sweats and your tees, and you're surrounded by all your comforts and everything, and you're munching on something, but the look on your face is one of pure and absolute fear and terror and sadness. I'm hearing guilt, shame, horror. I mean, you are petrified. Somebody is petrified here. At their wits' end, emotionally distraught, at their emotional limit, even their mental, psychological, maybe even physical limit. I don't know, maybe I'm going a little too far with that, but that's what it looks like. Okay. Now for some of you, I was picking up on something that I have been picking up on for Taurus for some time. Is that one of some sort of body dysmorphia, feelings of, and it's for a Taurus, and I specifically feel like it's for a Taurus moon somehow. Hi, Jessica. Okay, that's tied into this somehow. You could be healing this, you could be reconciling this, okay? Doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. And I feel like maybe a lot of this even though there is a look of pain and terror and horror or whatever on your face or on this person's face, they are surrounded by self-caring elements. That's what I'm seeing. And these are all good, beneficial things. These are all things that a person is surrounded by in order to help them feel better. And it feels very nostalgic too. There may be something very nostalgic about these. I keep hearing creature comforts. Okay, take that as you will. Somehow that's going to resonate for somebody. That's what it is. That's what they are. They are creature comforts. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. But they are all of benefit. They are all put in place to help this person heal. And they are, in fact, nostalgic. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So whatever these things are, allow them to be there. So even though this look of terror is on this person's face, that's the feeling that's being conveyed. They are still healing. They are still in a process of healing, okay? So I highly encourage you to be in this. I'm hearing, okay, I just heard self-gratification mode, Taurus. Uh-huh. Yes, baby, you are absolutely switching gears right now. I mean, I literally just saw, as I was starting to light my cigarette, I literally saw somebody switching gears from automatic, thank you, from automatic into self-gratification mode, into manual, you could even say. It's my turn now. Skrr, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna switch up these gears for a second. Hold up. It's my turn now. Okay. I'm hearing self-gratification process is well underway for some of you. Okay, so for some of you, you have some sort of masculine. I am seeing a man. So because this is a collective reading, I'm going to call that just masculine. It could be a man or it could be a woman as embodying this masculine energy. But this masculine is tall and stocky. I'm actually seeing a specific person that I just met recently. I don't know if he is an actual Tauran, but he's tall and stocky, and he's put on some weight because he's been dating this really lovely woman, and she's been feeding him well. And I'm like, yes, gone, sister, good girl. See, that's apparently he was skinny when they started out, and now he's all plumped up. And I'm like, honey, you are doing something right. Anyway, but he's big and stocky, and he's kind of bullish. But anyway, this individual, oh shit, where was I going with that? This person, this Tauran, what was I saying about them? I don't. There's something. Oh, damn it! I completely lost it. I'm sorry, you guys, but there's something about him that there was some sort of caution I wanted to bring to this energy because it felt toxic. It felt twisted. It didn't feel quite right. But unfortunately, I completely lost that channel, Taurus. So what we're gonna do is we gonna get into these cards, okay? Now, Taurus, keep in mind that this is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and even or Venus. If you want to throw your well, right? No, never mind. Yes. Timeless reading. Now, what I did say to Aries, yes, that tangent for Aries about showing your emotion. We don't have to get into that right now. It'll come back to me later. What I said to Aries and what hopefully I get to say, I remember to say to everybody, this is still a timeless reading, yes, but there is also a little bit of a 3-month period or energetic period that this might pertain to, whenever that period is, okay? It could have already happened. It could be happening right now. It could be, I did say to Aries, for some of you, it is, as of the moment that you are watching this video and or the energy starts to resonate for you is when this 3-month period starts, or it's supposed to start, okay? Now, for obviously, we have some people here watching it right now. Maybe it resonates with you right now, and maybe it will resonate for you in the future. As soon as this energy starts to resonate for you, that's when you know that this 3-month period, this 3-month cycle has begun, okay? Cool. Let's give this 3 more shuffles for my Taurans. We're starting with the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, which is a little bit of a different deck. I'm sure many of you are already quite aware of it. We have 13 people here in the chat right now. It's also 13 minutes on the clock. 13, death. There is some sort of transformation that's happening for you right now, Taurus. One last shuffle for Taurus. See, I don't even really remember what this tangent was that I was gonna go on for the Aries situation, but but you do have emotions coming up here, and I know that tangent had to do with I was telling Aries that they can't hide from their emotions, but now that I'm trying to think of it, it's escaping me, it's eluding me, but that's okay. Yeah, wow. Okay, look, Taurus, you have emotions. Okay? You got to sit with these emotions. You got to deal with them. You got to heal them. You got to feel them. In order to heal them, you have to feel them. I know it might seem counterintuitive, we could say, to sit with your pain and feel it, because you're like, no, I don't want to feel it. If I feel it, then that means I'm going to create more of it. No, not necessarily. You need to sit with it in order to feel it so that you can process it. Once it is done processing, and yet you're still sitting there feeling all of that, maybe even at this point generating it in order just to feel it, and by generating it I mean consciously or subconsciously getting yourself into or finding yourself in situations in which now this old drama is being drummed up again, maybe. But if you're sitting there after you've already processed this shit and you're sitting there still feeling it, that's when you're going to create more of it. It's only once you're done processing 555 on the counter. So you got to sit with these emotions, Taurus. So maybe those of you that are in this self-care mode right now. Oh, I remember the tangent. It's about cuspers. Okay. Those of you that are in this really extreme self-care mode right now, very good thing. Maybe really may be a good thing. Okay. All right, let me, I want to take a sidebar right now because I feel like this came up in my mind for you or in general while I was channeling your energy, Taurus. And I want to address something. This is totally, you know what? This is totally a whole other video type of situation, really. But quickly speaking, it's about understanding that even though, yes, the wheel of the zodiac is segmented by having different signs, which are different energies and all that around it, you have to understand that the wheel of the zodiac is still a spectrum. There are no hard energetic boundaries. So everything is going to flow in and out of each other as you move through the wheel. You will only ever truly feel only purely that sign if you are dead center of that sign. Otherwise, you are going to be somewhere in the spectrum and mix of that sign and what precedes it and what goes after it. Okay? So that is why some people can say, oh, well, that is why I can actually say, I know I'm an Aries because I really truly feel in my core, yes, I understand myself enough to know that I'm an Aries, but I still feel Taurus energy sometimes. I still do a lot of the same things that a Tauran would do sometimes, right? And even Pisces, so I think I'm actually pretty towards the middle of Aries. So I've got, you know what I mean? But it's more Taurus that I feel as an Aries. Okay, that was just a total tangent. I don't know where that came from. I am being instructed to say that we do have some cuspers here that feel that may really identify with the Aries side of things sometimes, or maybe you identify with the Gemini thing sometimes. I don't know. I feel more it's dead center Taurus and maybe a little more Aries. I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't even matter. I hope. Okay, tangent over. Let's get back into your cards here, Taurus, because the next card you have here is another element that we were just talking about, along with emotions. I just saw 18:3. We have 18 people in the chat so far, 3 likes. And then I saw 18 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Actually, it was 18:31. 183. Could be a significant number for you. Could be a significant sign. But just like we had emotions, which is what we were talking about in the beginning, now we have body and mind. So, here's the body dysmorphia. Here's that discrepancy. This is a discrepancy between the way you see yourself and the way you actually are. This is a situation in which someone feels like their mind is the enemy, or maybe vice versa, their body is the enemy. I do see, Taurus, there is a lot of Earth Mother energy coming through for you. As I was channeling your energy, I was feeling like maybe someone who's just looking for a message from Mother Earth. A message from Mother Earth should watch the Taurus reading right now, because Taurus, actually, you do represent the Earth, okay? But there's a lot of Empress Gaia energy, soulful energy coming through right now through you. And it may be causing you to have to look at yourself differently. Taurus. What I'm feeling here is that there is an eruption coming through, and that eruption is starting with you. And it's going to be traumatic. It's going to be painful, Taurus, but it's happening for you because you can do it. You can handle it. And you are going to be the one that plants the seed that allows others to go through the same thing. Wow. You have the Ace of Earth here. And then finally, the last card you have under this, in this stack that I'm looking at right now, because there's a little more, is emotion and intellect. Okay. Ooh. Are you gonna focus? Okay, so what does all this mean, Taurus? What I'm seeing here for you right now is you have an opportunity to bring your emotions into balance, or to bring your body-mind balance into balance, or all of the above into balance. You have an opportunity to do so. Ace of Earth with intellect and emotion. This is that balance here. This is your start. Ace of Earth in the journey of balancing. I really want to say all of the above. Let's look at it that way. All of the above, Taurus. 21, 22 on the counter. 222 with a 1. And then finally here you have the 4 of Earth. This is that process of building. This is you building that structure, that brand new structure. This is, I'm feeling ultimate alignment, ultimate enlightenment here for you. Taurus, this is your goal. Okay, emotion, the balance of emotion and intellect, the balance of the realm of the mind and the heart. You must understand, Taurus, that your mind can only take you so far. And now I'm seeing what the energy at the bottom of the deck is trying to say. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Father as your overall energy. I am seeing this as the mind, as the intellect. Even though this card, this archetype here of the Father is part of what could be considered the major arcana of this deck, he, to me, is still a physical, three-dimensional human representation of this fatherly, godly, even guide-like. I'm getting very much raising a child from this father figure type of energy, okay? He's still only a physical representation of that, which unfortunately is limited, can only go so far. Humans are only meant to go so far. Even if you want to argue, have the argument that, you know, originally we were designed to live hundreds of years, okay, fine, it was still finite. There was still going to be a death, a transformation, a transition from this state of being to another, to the next even, right? So this, with the Father here, with this being the mind, the intellect, currently as it is speaking, we'll say, this could even represent physical people in your lives, whether they be masculine or feminine, man or woman, it doesn't matter. Not masculine or feminine. They are still masculine in energy, in energetic makeup, but they could be a man or a woman physically, okay? Ah, shit, where was I going with all this? This guy is limited. He can only take you so far. And so now it's time, wow, and now it's time to let this go. This father energy here could represent for you, for some of you, a mindset. I'm hearing a mind frame, a framework, a belief system that held you up, that propped you up, that included some sort of maybe emotional neglect, emotional bypassing of self, okay? This is emotionally bypassing your own emotions. It could have also included some sort of imbalance between your perception of body and mind and vice versa. Or it could represent, it could include all of the above. And there is something about this belief structure that kept you alive, that kept you afloat, I'm hearing, Taurus. This is so weird, you guys. But it's this very framework that kept you alive, Taurus, even though it has its toxic elements. Okay? Even though it has its toxic elements. Those toxic elements for that moment in your existence, in your lifetime, they kept you afloat. They served you well. And it's this very fatherly energy that's looking at you with pride, seeing you, watching you move on to the next experience. Because you're done with having to use these elements to prop yourself up, is what I'm hearing, Taurus. This definitely could include some sort of body dysmorphia. So I don't know how. I'm seeing 8 now. Just like when I was seeing 13. 8 is making me think of Scorpio energy. Yes, Taurus. There's a lot of Scorpio energy going around for you now. Eighth house activation. You could have a Scorpio placement. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but in terms of the Scorpio energy, 555 on the counter with a 2. In terms of Scorpio energy, this is the transformative side of Scorpio for you, Taurus. But I felt like some of you are being like sucked into something. It's just sucking you in. I'm also hearing it's sucking you dry. I don't know if that's good. Excuse me. I feel like it's as if, Taurus, you've taken some sort of mental structure. It's like a helmet almost. You've taken it off your head, you've set it aside, and now you're walking over here, building something new. A stronger balance between your mind and your emotions, your intellect and your emotions. A stronger mind and heart balance, but really I just heard a stronger mind, body, and soul. A stronger connection between mind, body, and soul. I like that, Taurus. I like that a lot. Now, like I said, this father energy here can absolutely represent another person. I mean, it could even represent multiple people, Taurus. Okay? I'm definitely seeing a proud mother or a proud father or some sort of proud bystander that may have had some sort of influence on you, may have helped to teach you something, may have had a hand in the development of your character thus far. I don't have any tarot on me. Hold on a second, you guys. I'll be right back. Silly me. Oh, you know what? Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. I want to clear this deck a little, so I'm going to burn some sage real quick. But you're definitely building something, Taurus. I feel like you want, if you're not actively doing it yet, you want to do it. At this point, for some of you, you have been scared into getting something right, is what I want to say. Scared into doing it correctly. Actually petrified of what the circumstances, what the outcome may be if you don't do this correctly. Whatever this is, it's important to you, or it's important to this person. Somebody needs to hear that. Whatever you, and you will know how important something is to someone by the level of fear in their eyes when they realize they are under risk of losing it. And also that level of fear will vary to the degree of how much they may actually be at the risk of losing this thing. And to be honest with you, y'all, some of you are cross-watching for a Taurus right now, because I'm picking up on some sort of Taurus that's real spiteful. Because I was just about to say, one of the best ways to get a toxic Tauran to move on something is to like make them jealous about it, or to threaten with taking something away, threaten taking it away. And I'm not suggesting anybody should do this, nor am I saying that anyone has actually done this. I don't believe that if you're really part of the unicorn herd here in the Divine Conversations Collective, that you would maliciously manipulate a situation to make someone think that they're going to lose something in order to get what you want from them. No, if you're threatening to take the situation away from them, it's because they deserve to have it taken away from them. Right? Well, that's what it's going to get this toxic Tauran to move. And what I'm hearing is you ain't having it. Nor should you be. We'll get into that later. I want to talk about a little more of this reading here for you. This energy for my Tauran, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This balance of the intellect and the emotions. This balance of the heart and the mind. Being in nature, Taurus, is really going to help you with that. Now, telling a Tauran to be out in nature is like telling a fish to go for a swim. Bitch, I'm already in the water. Just kidding. Anyway, but the reason why I say that is because nature has a natural way of helping us to balance that heart, that mind and body equilibrium. Okay, so being out in nature is going to be super helpful for you if you're really working on balancing your heart and your mind. Okay, and that goes for anybody, even if you're not a Tauran. Where do we want to start? I want to start with emotion and intellect. Last shuffle for my Tauran, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Magician at the bottom of the deck starting out. Now we're clarifying this card right here, emotion/intellect. And this is where I'm seeing the balance of the mind and the heart. You have the Magician. You're starting with the Magician on the bottom of the deck, Taurus, with the 8 of Cups. There are some hard truths that you have to be set free of. There are hard truths that need to be set aside. So either this 8 of Cups, judgment is being called here for somebody. Either this 8 of Cups represents someone needing to walk away from the situation altogether, or someone needing to walk away from a certain element of this situation, of this circumstance, or maybe a certain event in this circumstance, in order for this situation to continue as is desired. Maybe this is for that toxic Tauran, or this toxic Taurus energy, or this toxic energy that's around a Taurus. But you cannot say you want to make the situation better and then not actually take the steps to do it, which means in some cases having to let some things go. Hate to break it to you, buddy. Somebody here with this emotion/intellect energy is in a cycle right now that is going to teach them the very valuable lesson of allowing themselves to let go. Because they are about to enter into a situation in which their inability, their lack of ability to let something go, actually causes the destruction of the relationship that they have coveted and wanted so bad for so long. That's actually going to lead to the downfall of the relationship. Eventually, over time, this feels like it hasn't happened yet. This feels like it's far off in the future. It feels like this has just gotten started. Actually, it's just gotten underway. You're gonna learn, whomever this is for, you're gonna learn this. And if you have to, you're gonna learn it the hard way. But this doesn't feel like a situation in which you say, okay, I'm gonna push the button, flip this switch, and it's gonna be the hard way or the easy way. No, this is going to be dictated by the universe in terms of how you move in the situation. What are the decisions that you make in the situation? How do you react? How do you respond? What do you accept? What do you not accept? What do you allow yourself to align with? What do you know what I mean? This is all playing the game, guys. Pro tip, you need to be able to navigate all of those energies all the time. No, it ain't easy. Damn, I'm getting so much just from this one card. Somebody here is about to learn a very valuable lesson, Taurus. The universe is about to up the ante, I just heard. Someone has been out here talking a big game, boasting like they got it like that. Maybe some sort of spiritual practitioner or some sort of magical practitioner or something like that. They claim they got it like that. And the universe is about to show them how much they ain't got. 555 on the counter with a 3. Somebody's ass is about to be shown. Somebody's spot is about to be blown up. The universe is about to check them and be like, oh, wait, I thought you got it like that though. So how I leave you in this mess then? Because anybody who got it like got it like that could have gotten out of this shit easy. And here you are lying flat ass on the floor, bro. Damn. Thought you got it like that. Oh. Okay. This is real serious, you guys. I'm literally hearing, Taurus, the universe is about to up the ante. So get ready. And if you're in your right mind, this is all connected to the 8. Yeah, see, the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Wands. If you're in your right mind, and you're building the right things, and you're taking the opportunity to really balance this intellect with your emotion, if you can get your heart and your mind in line with your heart leading the way, you're good, you're golden. So whatever it is you have to walk away from in order to move forward, honey, do it. I don't know where all that other shit came from. I don't know where all that other shit came from. It came for somebody though. I do want to pull. Can we just pull on emotions, intellect? What do you want to say? Knight of Cups. Yes, having an open heart is very key. Open, understanding, forgiving, curious, even the Knight of Cups. Okay? Still inquisitive. Because even though the Knight is mature, he still has things to learn. He's not the king yet. She's not the queen yet, right? Knight of Cups. Keep an open heart is what that says. You're moving forward into an open heart. Ooh, we've got the 5 of Swords, though. Oh. Okay. Well, it seems you have a choice, and it seems, Taurus, you are leaning towards keeping an open heart. This, I mean, I know I was just watching Titans, okay, and so, like, I kind of have this kind of shit on my mind right now, but this feels like someone who is, like, leaving a gang for salvation, trying to get out of the game, trying to, like, save themselves, save their family, not even trying to take anybody down, just trying to get the fuck up out of there, for a better life. That's what put that into perspective. Take it as it resonates. Obviously not everybody's involved with that type of shit, but like if okay, you know what I mean? It feels like you are heavily choosing to leave the game behind. Something about what somebody is leaving behind here is they are consciously aware that if they stay in this situation, it will only continue to corrupt their heart. And they don't want that to happen. And it may very well be that they've watched their fathers, specifically the men that came before them, the figures that came before them, whomever. This person or you have watched their hearts get corrupted in the very same way, and you don't want that to happen to yourself, nor do you want it to happen to your children. Again, take it as it resonates, put it into perspective and for your life as it fits for you. But it feels like you are heavily leaning on the fact that you just want to get the F up out of here. Okay, what I'm looking at here is the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. In between them is the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. And the Three of Wands and Six of Swords are turned, leaning towards the Knight of Cups. Just like that. You see? Heavily, I feel heavily leaning towards the Knight of Cups energy. Whatever that means for you in terms of keeping an open heart, maybe even keeping an open mind. But at the very least, Taurus, right now, what this feels like for you is that how you're gaining this balance between your heart, your emotions and your intellect, your heart and your mind, is that you are choosing to follow your heart. You are choosing to keep an open heart, because at this point in the game, Three of Wands, you recognize that this Five of Swords energy ain't nothing but a pissing contest. A fatal one at that. Y'all really want to be out here losing your lives over a fucking pissing contest? Yo, I'm out of here. Why? Because I've learned my lesson. This could very well be a specific mindset, a specific belief, a mental framework that you learned from some sort of father figure growing up, that you are now coming into a greater level of maturity and are realizing, holy shit, this thought pattern is toxic. I can't believe I've been living my life by this. This is toxic as fuck. Yeah. Show is Taurus, that is why. But see, that is why you are leaning heavily on your heart's guidance this time, in order to bring this mind-heart balance into order. And quite frankly, your intellect is in very good shape anyway. It's not like it needs any more sculpting, Taurus. What could really use that sculpting is that big old mushy-gushy heart of yours. That could use some damming up and some repairs and some leaks down here. That could use some shoring up. Your mind can help get you there. Look at that. I don't mean to sound patronizing, but whatever at the moment, but if it comes across that way, then I guess maybe it was supposed to. I don't know. This is good, Taurus. I commend you for this one. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one there. And then we're gonna talk about love. And in talking about love, I think we wanna talk about this toxic Taurus, don't we? I see you, girl. Whether you're here live right now or you're watching this after the fact, girl, I see you. I see you, boo-boo. Don't worry, I'm not gonna call out your name. But it also, keep in mind, you guys, it doesn't even really have to be just that, okay? I just want to talk about love in general for Taurus, okay? So you may not be the toxic one. You may actually be on the healthy, balanced, positive, light-filled side. You may even be a light worker yourself, okay? So keep that in mind. This is a general reading, you guys. I don't know why I feel the need to do this one. Okay. We're gonna start with the Love Oracle deck then. For my Taurans, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. Taurus. Somebody's in love. Somebody is in love, Taurus. Oh my God. I mean, like daydreaming, giddy, happy-go-lucky, just can't stop dancing, skipping around, doesn't even notice it, but their friends and family are on the sidelines like, what the fuck has gotten into them? Who are they fucking? But they're not even having sex with anybody yet. Ooh, Taurus. Lady Venus is on your side. Now, granted, she's in your sign in terms of tropical astrology, I believe. But in terms of true sidereal astrology, I think she's still in Gemini. Either way, it doesn't matter. Lady Venus is heavily on your side. She is truly supporting you at this time. Like, I feel her energy coming through you so hard right now, Taurus. Okay, you are just embodying that just voluptuousness of Lady Venus, of Aphrodite, of whomever, whatever. Self-love and self-care is very important for you right now, but I felt like, and maybe this is just you falling in love with yourself, Taurus. Taurus, I'm going to here. What's going on in love for Taurus? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. What's going on for Taurus here? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yikes. So what I'm getting, okay. So what I'm getting here is we do have a soulmate connection for you, Taurus, all right? We do. However, this soulmate connection, I'm hearing has run its limit. Time has run out. The time period that you had together has run out in terms of like it was already predetermined how long you guys were even going to be involved with each other before you went into separation. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Yes, separation is here, Taurus. Okay. All right. So, however, this separation actually does not have to be a bad thing. I'm seeing 1313. Okay. Death, Taurus. Death is death, Scorpio energy. Either you have some sort of Scorpio placement. There are 13 people in the chat, 13 likes on the counter. Like death. You either have a Taurus placement, or you either have a Scorpio placement, or you're dealing with a Scorpio, or maybe your 8th house is being activated, or maybe whatever house that has Scorpio in your specific chart is being activated. I don't know. Check it out. See how it resonates. But what does this feel like? Someone in this relationship that is now in separation has come to an understanding of how the situation may have been one-sided on their own. But it's not the typical like, oh my God, I've been overgiving. It doesn't feel like that. It feels much more sinister. It actually does feel more self-absorbed, narcissistic type of energy, which wouldn't be one of you guys here in the unicorn herd, I can imagine. I can tell you that. It wouldn't be. This is a cross-watcher. This is this toxic soulmate. Or at least, see, here's the thing, Taurus, because at the very least, your time or their time has run out here. The time in this relationship has run out here because of someone else's toxic behavior. And now, as you have gone into separation, can't make this stuff up, you guys. As you have gone into separation, someone has received clarity, truth, and revelation in their solidarity. Damn. This could be a situation in which somebody's addictions to something caused them to stab someone else in the back. This does not have to be your typical addiction to illicit drugs that causes this addict to steal from someone that they love in order to get their fix. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that. It could mean somebody who was addicted to some sort of relationship with another person or something that they get from another person that caused them to betray the heart of someone that they actually truly love because they were too addicted to this old thing or this other thing here to let it go and to be with the person that their heart was actually calling out to. Do you get what I'm saying? Someone in their solidarity now, or maybe I should say solitude now, we're back to 1313 again. Someone in their solitude, Taurus, has gained the clarity, the revelation to the truth of their snake-like ways. The snake came out reversed with coffin and ascending. This right here is why, in some cases, this shit is not over. But it depends. It depends on what you want. It depends on what you align to. Keep in mind, guys, that anytime something from your past resurfaces, it is not to punish you. It is actually a golden opportunity for you to choose a different way to respond to it than you did the last time. Given your data in terms of how you chose to respond last time, maybe make some tweaks to your response this time. See if you can get a better result. See what I'm saying? Instead of taking it as a judgment on you, instead of taking it as a punishment on you, take it as an golden opportunity to handle this a little bit better than I did last time. Maybe even handle it so fucking well that it never comes back again. Okay, great, Taurus. But you know what I'm saying? I hope this is landing. I don't even know where I was going with that. Cool. Let's shift gears here because I want to clarify some things. I'm seeing King of Wands. I'm seeing King of Pentacles. I'm also feeling Taurus. Somebody, again, when you cut them off, when you walked away from them, some shit is when they actually realized, oh shit, I done fucked up. Yeah, you did, buddy. But only in their solitude were they going to see that, Taurus. And some of you knew that. You knew that full well. You knew that by you walking away, you would influence this person somehow, some way to see the light. But you want to know why you knew that, Taurus? Because you've been here before. So that means, Taurus, 555 on the counter with a 1. That means, Taurus, when you consciously walk away, that could very well mean for good. Because you are walking away knowing full well that they may never get their act together. And you know what? It's not on me to sit here and baby them into it, nor wait for them. So bye, sayonara, sucker. It's on you now. And you want to stand there and scream at me, tell me to slow down, bitch? Keep up. Because I ain't slowing down for nobody. But of course, that's the Aries in me talking. Okay. I don't know, somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that shit. You got the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, Taurus. Somebody's been kicked into gear, man. I don't know what you did to this person, Taurus. But let me tell you, you got the fire started. You lit a fire under their ass so strong, they don't know what the hell to do with it. Nor do they know what the hell to do with you. You might be a Taurus Aries cusper. With your fine ass. Look at you. I don't know. Fire starter. You don't have to be an Aries Taurus cusper. You could still be a pure earth sign and still be the fire starter in this situation, okay? Somebody lit a fire. Somebody lit a fuse so deep they can't even trace it, is what I'm hearing, to even try and put it out. Maybe they did it intentionally, maybe they didn't. Or maybe I should have said maybe they didn't do it intentionally, maybe they did. 2 more shuffles then. What I'm wanting to clarify, I'm just channeling here, y'all. You take it as it resonates. What I want to clarify is this ascending energy. Yeah, this ascending energy. This is that, but see, this is that fire, that fuse that someone has lit. I'm seeing 543 right now as a synchronicity. And this fuse or this fire that somebody has lit is the fire of inspiration in someone else. See, the Knight of Wands is still at the bottom of the deck. And you guys just heard me shuffle these cards how many times now? 543 again. 543, 2. This Knight of Wands is still here. Somebody is fired up, Taurus. Ascending. What's this ascending energy? Could this be a twin flame situation? Yeah, sure, I guess so. And there she is right there. Lady Venus, Empress, the Empress. You, Taurus. Your abundant lifestyle, your abundant sense of living, even if you don't have much. You don't have to have much to come across 555 on the counter with a 0, with the infinite. You don't have to have much to seem, to come across, to be abundant. It's this beauty within you. It just, male or female, it just pours out of you. There's no stopping it. There's no end to it. Ascending. Why we have, with the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Pentacles. There's a choice that's being made here. Wait a second though. What's this? Ooh, Taurus. We got some fuckery over here, Taurus. Somebody may have been stabbed in the back by a friend. A really close friend, Taurus. We have really good energy here on this side. But then, all of a sudden, this last card fell out. And it fell out face down. And then I went to go pick it up, and it flew away even more. Something was trying to stay hidden. And girl, it's the High Priestess in reverse. I don't like this. I almost don't even want to read into this energy. Like I'm looking at it and all I can hear is like sizzling, like acid sizzling something, or like maybe even flesh sizzling. I remember I burned my finger on a pan. This was a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. It's fully healed, but it's still a scar. But I was reaching for something around a really hot pan that I forgot was that hot, and my thumb slid across the rim of that pan, and as it slid, I heard the sizzle of my skin burning off. That's what I'm hearing when I listen into this High Priestess energy. I almost don't even want to read into her because I don't want to give this the acknowledgement that it desires, requests, needs. I almost want to say the audacity of this energy to show up like this, to come out of the deck thinking that I'm not going to see it, and then to run away when I try to pick it up. And 555 on the counter with a 7. And I caution myself when I speak those words referring to an energy that, regardless as to whether they are reversed or not, shows up as the High Priestess. Okay? I'm hearing this is a spiritual practitioner of some sort. She is a high priestess. He is I'm getting intuition, feminine power, okay? Whether it's a man or a woman. Maybe someone that works with lunar magic a lot. Could be some sort of lunar priest or something, priest or priestess or something like that. I don't know, working against you, having worked against this situation. This also could be someone's intuition. Their intuition was not in alignment. Could very well be. If this is not some sort of spiritual practitioner, and if it is, you would know of it, if in your personal experience. But also one of the dominant things that I was feeling for the High Priestess reverse is that this is someone's intuition, and it's the intuition of the individual who has the addiction that caused that. Okay, see, now the story is coming together. That had the addiction that caused them to stab someone else in the back, someone else that they probably truly love very much. Their intuition was misleading them. But now, see, at the bottom of the deck, see, underneath this, you have the Page of Swords to the Sun, to the Ten of Swords, to the Lovers. Oh, to the 5 of Wands, to the 8 of Swords. Yes, to the Ace of Cups. See, that's the thing. Somebody is all up in their head right now because they see the light, obviously. Obviously. Page of Swords, the Sun, and the Ten of Swords. They obviously see the light. Okay, and now they're looking back at you like you're my choice, but they're conflicted by it. Why are they conflicted? Because they want to make an offer and they can't, and the fact that they can't is justified. So hence, we have separation. Okay, but in this separation, we have a chance for redemption. Like I'm saying, yes, the situation may have come to a close, come to an end, but I was specifically, when I was pulling this reading, this message, I was specifically asking for a confirmation as to whether or not this is an end of the relationship altogether, or if it's just an end of some sort of phase or cycle in the relationship, because I wasn't clear on that as the message was coming through. And that's when Snake in reverse came out. And then I saw separation at the bottom. Separation can only be temporary. Doesn't always have to be permanent. You go into separation in order to heal, in order to fix certain things, in order to work on oneself so that when you come back together, you can work together. Three of Pentacles. So whatever is happening, whatever is keeping whomever restricted from giving some sort of offer, maybe even from sort of making some sort of amends, Taurus, it's justified until that time when you can produce the right result to allow yourself to enter back into the realm of the kingdom of the Empress. Well, the realm of the Empress, I don't know, whatever. There is a very heavy message here of, I just heard doing the right thing. My focus here is on the Seven of Pentacles. I want to, okay, the Empress is feeling like a person, but it's also feeling like an ideal, a concept, Taurus. Your ideal representation. I'm hearing your ideal nature, your ideal natural habitat, your ideal, when I'm feeling like things like, if this is not a person, if this Empress is not a person, then this Empress represents the energies of your ideal romantic situation, or your ideal comfort situation, or your, does that make sense, Taurus? Whatever Venus represents for you, however Venus expresses herself through you in your life, that's what this Empress energy could be. And the wheel of fortune is turning, okay, Taurus? Meaning that time is ticking. The situation is under process, and we have yet to see whether or not we have gotten the results. Take it quite literally, Taurus. Whatever this cycle is for you right now, whatever is in process for you right now, it's like a cake that you literally just put into the oven. The thing hasn't even begun to solidify yet. You know, that's how early this is in the situation. But it's processing, okay? Let's clarify this Empress, please, for Taurus. See? Oh, the Empress, show me the Empress, please, for Taurus. Yeah, so this Empress definitely is a person. In some cases, Taurus, this could be you, because the Empress does represent Taurus energy, okay? By way of Venus, as Venus is the ruler. But also, the Empress represents Taurus energy. Earthly Empress energy, okay. This Empress has been heartbroken and is in solitude because of it. Gone into a willingness to be, this person is willing to be single, because whether they are a man or a woman, or whether they identify as a masculine or the feminine here, whether it be in just this relationship specifically or in general, okay? This person loves themselves enough to know that if they are involved with something that would hurt them, they would rather be alone than be hurt. Thus, this person, I'm hearing, has, you could say, thrown themselves into some sort of solitary confinement. Now, Taurus, it could very well be this toxic ass person that you're trying to get away from that has in fact broken your heart. That is now accusing you of going into some extreme form of self-isolation or isolation, or like solitary confinement or some sort of shit. But really, Taurus, you're doing that to get away from they toxic ass. So don't feel bad about it. Don't worry about it, because you are doing it in order to manifest. You are doing it because, see, Taurus, either this is you, Taurus, or this is the person that you're connected to. I don't know, but that somebody here loves themselves enough to know that if they are going to get what they want, they need to get out of a toxic situation that is only going to continue to break their heart. This is someone that has finally gotten to the point where they're saying, you know what? No, I am not going to stick around any longer to find out if you're going to fix it. I'm out of here. Because I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to find what I want. I am going into this moment of solitude to heal, to take these swords out of my heart and try again. But this time I'm going to manifest something so much better. This is someone who literally is consciously being in hermit mode in order to manifest their ideal relationship. And it could very well be this toxic person or this toxic situation that has propelled them into this. And let me tell you, when I say the way is clear for you, baby girl, the way, baby boy, the way is clear. 8 of Wands, 555 on the counter with a 1. Excuse me. The way is clear, Taurus. I see now, but there's still some sort of result that we are waiting on here. Now, this very well could be somebody who is very conscious of the fact that, you know what, no, we do need to go into separation right now, because what I'm hearing is you need to know what it's going to feel like to not have me around. Someone may be very consciously saying that, and quite frankly, I don't get too much of a toxic narcissistic energy from that. I think someone is very well aware that the absence of their presence is really going to heavily impact someone, and they just may need to see that. Okay, this is getting pretty specific, but you may be facing the idea of whether you should take yourself out on a vacation or stay and help this toxic fill in the blank that maybe you've been helping all along. And this time you're heavily leaning towards, you know what? No, I'm actually going to go take my vacation or go actually do whatever this thing is this time. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to help you out this time. I'm not going to be there to pick up the pieces for you. Somebody here, or some of you, are going to face already being in transit on your way to whatever this is that's coming up for you, that may actually in some cases be a really excellent opportunity. And as soon as you get this opportunity, here comes this toxic connection, whether consciously or not, trying to get in the way. And you're going to have to choose. And somebody here is going to be in transit and is going to face the tug of this other thing pulling them, and could literally say, stop the car, turn around, 757 on the counter. We need to go back. And whereas you may have normally done that in the past, this time, oh no, because this person fucked up. I'm hearing it's plain to see, it's clear as day. Ain't no turning back now. And if you, and yet it's that very energy, Taurus, that sheds enlightenment on this other person. Isn't that fucked up? I want to see what this 7 of Pentacles is. What are we waiting for here, Taurus? What is Taurus waiting for? 7 of Pentacles. What results are yet to be seen? I'm getting very Capricorn energy here. Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant reversed. There you are again, but this time you're reversed. Now you have a masculine and feminine depiction of you, and that is so crazy, Taurus, because while I was talking about the Empress being representative of you, in the back of my head I was like, it's also the Hierophant, and they're actually the masculine and feminine form of Taurus energy. And here you are. The masculine form, the structured form of your energy, both major arcana, by the way, okay? Strong energy. The masculine form is saying, no, something is not right here. The Hierophant, for the collective, I have been feeling, for me as a reader, the Hierophant has been representing your own sense of personal governance as a spiritual being having a physical experience, okay? And the Hierophant represents the checks and balances that are needed in order for something or someone to be allowed to enter into your space, into your existence, into your environment, okay? The Hierophant represents that gatekeeper, okay? Here in this case, like, okay, say someone wants to enter into your realm. They step up to your borders and they meet the Hierophant. And the Hierophant says, welcome to fill in the blank. Please show me your credentials. And your credentials, you hand them over. And this Hierophant here, this gatekeeper, runs those credentials against that which is required to enter into the space that they are petitioning for access to, correct? And if there are any discrepancies that are not allowed, the Hierophant is going to say, unfortunately, I'm going to need you to handle these certain situations before you are allowed to gain access into our realm. No judgment. It's not a situation in which you've been denied access and now you can never try again because you're some sour, sore, disgusting thing. No, it's just, this is what's required to get in here. And if you can meet those requirements, have fun. Welcome. It's great to meet you. Or welcome back. But if you can't, well, you're going to have to get those handled before you can enter. And right now, Taurus, this Hierophant energy is reversed on top of the Seven of Pentacles, of which we are trying to figure out what result are you waiting for. So somebody here is actively looking for someone to make some sort of change or is looking for some sort of result. I'm hearing all they can do is stand there and watch. What's the Seven of Pentacles for Taurus? What is Taurus waiting for? The Knight of Pentacles. Someone, okay. And Death, Taurus. There's that 13 energy again. There's that Scorpio energy again. There's that Death energy I was telling you about. And the Eight of Wands. There's some sort of communicate. Okay. So I think the answer to your question or the question of what is Taurus waiting for? Communication. 12-12 on the counter. Someone is waiting for something. Okay, so it's not even, because what I'm feeling here, Taurus, is that whomever is in this waiting energy, it's not like you are actively involved. You know it has nothing to do with you. Okay, you're playing the game. But you're also kind of looking back, seeing what the results of your situation are, of course, trying to remain as detached as possible. Okay, Taurus, I get it. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the counter. But I just heard someone is waiting for the right time to strike. There's some sort of form of communication or way someone could potentially communicate with you, Taurus, that you are expecting that would be indicative of this change having taken. You're literally sitting here waiting for the transformation that will allow this person to have access into your situation or to allow this, whatever it is that you've cut off. Okay. I hope this is making sense, you guys. Finally, I want to clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Taurus. What's the Wheel of Fortune for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising. So this is, ooh, hey. What's the Wheel of Fortune for Taurus? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune for Taurus. So much Scorpio energy. I wonder if you have some sort of placement. I wonder if you're like a Taurus sun and a Scorpio moon. That would be pretty cool. Because Taurus and Scorpio are exact opposites in the zodiac, right? But I'm speaking of all this, oh my God. I'm speaking of all this Scorpio energy because you have the King of Cups now. This kind of feels like a little bit of a storm is being whipped up a little bit. I am clarifying this Wheel of Fortune energy, and me, myself, 1414 on the counter. Me, myself, I am very attuned with, very familiar with chaos energy. And I'm actively learning how to navigate through chaotic environments and situations and circumstances because have you been on Earth lately? But anyway, Anyway, this Wheel of Fortune, I say that to say this Wheel of Fortune does feel fairly chaotic. Take it from someone that is quite familiar with chaos energy, 444 on the counter. This Wheel of Fortune feels very chaotic, okay? But it's chaotic because it's transformative. I'm also thinking of the card Healing Chaos in the Energy Oracle deck, I believe. No, the Sacred Destiny deck, I believe it. Yes, the Sacred Destiny deck. That's the Healing Chaos card. In the Energy Oracle deck, it's the Storm Warning card. Okay? Kind of a tower-ish energy, but it's no longer the tower. The tower is probably, I don't remember. In terms of this situation, though, there may have been a tower moment already, and now you find yourself in the swirl of the rebuilding process. And this is very much like a roulette-like situation-ish type of thing, okay, Taurus? And that, as a Tauran, may be making you very uncomfortable, very nervous. I'm also hearing very jealous. Why jealous, Taurus? Who's jealous? Ugh, never mind. Maybe I'm jealous of you and the opportunities you have in front of you. This swirl of this could be a swirl of opportunities. I mean, you could just have the opportunities for coming at you left, right, and center, Taurus. 555 on the counter. Ooh, Taurus. Or Crosswatcher. Maybe it's maybe this is a materialistic type of Tauran type of energy that's really jealous of the success or of the fact that someone can be successful or can handle their life on their own without their presence in their life. That's toxic. It's gross. Icky. But clarifying this Wheel of Fortune, Taurus, you have the Four of Pentacles reversed. So, and this is where, I don't remember what video it was, but I mentioned something like this recently in which, the collective was spinning out of control. And it was like the spin cycle in a washing machine where like just after it drains, it then spins to eject the rest of the water out of 654, water out of the clothing before you throw it in the dryer or you hang it to dry, right? Well, that's kind of what this feels like here with this Wheel of Fortune, Taurus. Something is being spun out of place. Four of Pentacles reversed. Something is being let go of, and it may, in some cases, Taurus, and maybe it's just because you're a Taurus, and that's why this seems so extreme, or maybe it really is that extreme. But sometimes it might have to be extreme, depending on whatever it is that is being ejected. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is the Four of Pentacles. This is like holding on for dear life. Okay, this is extreme. This is FOMO. So whatever it is that's needing to be rejected or ejected, might have a solid grip on it. Okay, so that's why, depending on your circumstances, that's why this may be so extreme, or maybe why it may just seem so extreme. Okay, but it's all in order to move you forwards, Taurus. Six of Swords, 757 on the counter. It's all just to move your ass forward, Taurus. Okay. So cool, so chill, so be cool, so chill. Four of Swords, King of Cups. You got this. Ride that shit. Ride that motherfucker like the emotional roller coaster that it is. And you know what? Have fun while you're at it. This very well could be a breakup. I just heard, because we are talking love here, or at least we're supposed to be. So are we talking self-love then? Let's get some romance angels on these beats. Some romance angels on these beats. For my Tauran, Sun and Rising in Venus. I like this, you guys. This is fun. I hope you're enjoying these live sessions as much as I am. Do you like my hair? I'm learning how to French braid. I'm getting better at it. I specifically felt like when I was connecting with your energy to start, Taurus, I was specifically feeling the like, I want to look good, I want to feel good vibes. I wanted to wear green, but I didn't have anything available that was green enough. This was the closest thing. I know it's not very green at all. It's more teal, but it has a greenish hue to it, and it also was giving me that feeling of like, I feel good. This is one of my favorite shirts. And then for some reason, I had to have my hair French braided for you today. Like I don't know why, even though it's not my, you can't really see, it's not my best work, but you know, whatever. I'm learning, pay attention to the red flags, Taurus, and love yourself more. See, that's part of this King of Cups energy for you. That's part of this riding the roller coaster, riding the waves, Taurus. Pay attention to the red flags. And once you see a red flag, Taurus, do the appropriate thing. Take the appropriate action. That's the other part of this King of Cups energy. That's really, I think, the toughest part about learning to align with the energy of the King of Cups. Because yes, he is lovey-dovey, he loves you, he cares for you, he'll cuddle you, he's that big cuddly teddy bear that just wants to Netflix and chill for the rest of his life. But when it comes down to it, when he's balanced, when he's healthy, when he's whole, when it comes down to it, he will do what the right thing is, whatever it is. If it's the right thing to do, he's gonna do it. So pay attention to the red flags, Taurus, and then act accordingly. Keep this up. See, that's what's going to keep, Taurus, this is what's going to keep the pathways open for you. By showing up for yourself and doing what's right. And if that means cutting a toxic relationship, a toxic situation off, then by all means, please go ahead and do it. I'm hearing, why are we still even talking about this, Taurus? You know, you've known that you needed to cut this person off this whole time. So really, what's stopping you? What's stopping you? All right, let's get this Romance Angel card. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. One more. My Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There it is. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, Taurus, and they are worth waiting for. Yes, there is a soulmate at hand. Yes, you guys are in separation. Some of you may be coming out of this separation. This separation may have come to a close for you, for some of you. So what I was describing before could very well be in your past. And now I feel like you're coming back together. Okay, so... well, at the very least, because yes, this is a collective reading. At the very least, Taurus, soulmate energy is in question for you right now. So many of you, of us, or whomever this message is for, you are in the process of aligning with a soulmate. And your recent connection with this person that we were just talking about here, which had the High Priestess in reverse, in which their intuition, either their intuition was misaligned, or maybe they weren't listening to their intuition. That could very well be it. But whatever caused this justice of separation to happen, regardless as to whether or not they are able to step up to the plate and align with the proper energy that you are requiring, okay, that in that situation was another step towards aligning with this true soulmate energy, okay? One step along the process, one notch on the ladder, right? Okay, so now at this point, in the topic of aligning with your soulmate, at this point, the question is, or the subject is, paying attention to the red flags and asking yourself, is it chemistry or is it unrequited love? And the red flags will be your cue or clue. See, but you have to be discerning enough with yourself and with others in order to be able to see these red flags to begin with. Now, granted, I don't mean to preach to the choir, because I'm pretty sure a lot of my Taurans here that really align with the unicorn herd, your powers of discernment are stronger than average. You're smarter than the average bear, okay? For all my millennials and Gen Xers? Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me close with, because I'm really, I mean, I know we're like an hour and a half into this, and I gotta go. I don't want to go though, but I want to get one more card. I've got this Moonology deck, so let's get this closing message for my Taurans. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ah! Last shuffle. Closing message for my Taurans, please, Spirit. Thank you guys for being here with me. Again, if you enjoyed this, let me know. Smash that like button, leave me a comment. I'm open for personal readings as well. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check the information in the description box below, skis. New moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. And waning moon, what do you need to release? Oh, okay. Last message, Taurus. Right before I started our session here, my body had a moment where it said, excuse me, sir, I'm gonna need you to move to the little boy's room for a hot second. And I'll just say I'll just say this, Taurus, because originally in my mind, this divulged into a whole discussion about bowel movements and shit. And you know what? I'm going to spare us that conversation. I'm just going to jump to the quick. There's something that needs to be released, Taurus. Okay? And there is a level of drama involved with whatever needs to be released here. It's one of those situations where I guess we are having this conversation where you're going to the bathroom and the process of getting this stuff out of there is dramatic and is wildly out of proportion. Like the drama and getting this stuff out of here, get this shit out of here, okay, is wildly out of proportion to the amount of stuff, of shit that actually comes out. So Taurus, for some of you, you're really needing to release something, but the process of releasing it is so dramatic compared to what it actually is that you're releasing. Hola.
Eddie.
¿Cómo está? Estoy trabajando.
You work?
Sí.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, I'm done anyway. That was just a silly little joke. But yes, something needs to be released, Taurus. So, waning moon, what do you need to release? This is the last message for my Taurans here for this session. What do you need to release? And in order to release this situation, you need to bring love into the situation. So like, I was having trouble, right? And what helped me to, in this release process was literally stopping and breathing. When I stopped to bring breath into the situation, when you stop to bring love into the situation, then it will be able to become dislodged. Then it will be able to move. Okay. Okay, Taurus, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, check the information in the description box below. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.